Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? My name is Nick, otherwise known here as Avialence, and welcome to my Friday video blog, the video that you're not going to be staring at my face, despite it being a video blog, or supposedly, because I'm still been too lazy to get off my ass for a few hours and work on fixing my camera lens. So my apologies for that, but there's destiny for you guys, and really it's the audio of this video that matters. But since it's YouTube, you know, we like to have video. Now, speaking of YouTube, Twitch implemented a YouTube-like content ID system this week, and that's the highlight of what I want to talk about here. I mean, you guys know that I'm not a big fan of the content ID system here on YouTube. While it's been stabilized since the changes, it's still very frustrating at points in time. And I know it's a necessary evil, right, to protect intellectual property, and I really, I support protecting people's intellectual property, but not to a point where it's so against the creators. And it seems like now that Google has purchased Twitch, which I think it's just been a week at the time of me recording this video, we already have a YouTube copyright ID system in place for audio. Now, there's a couple changes in here that frustrate me a lot. We're going to talk about them real quick, but keep in mind, I'm not a Twitch partner, so I can't speak as to how subscriptions are affected, how money is affected, if there's a banned account, anything like that. I just do Twitch purely for fun, in the hopes that maybe one day I'll be a partner because people like watching my stuff. But, so I don't have that whole side of the knowledge. I haven't been able to talk to anybody from Twitch who is a partner. As a matter of fact, I don't think I will be talking to anyone from Twitch who is a partner. So, that's a whole different discussion. But from my point of view, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. So, Twitch implemented a YouTube-like content ID system on this Thursday. I got the email mid-Thursday, and I read through it, and it sounded like it was exactly something I'd received from Google, so it was definitely one of those emails. I won't read you guys the whole email here, but you'll be able to find articles over on Gamers.Weekly, for example, if you want to read up on it. So, you know, this system is scanning for third-party music that is controlled by Audible Magic. Now, Audible Magic is a copyright company that I've never really heard of before. If I'm not mistaken, though, it is involved on YouTube, so they decided to reach out to that company. So if any music is found under the control of Audible Magic, right, the portion of the video where the music is playing will be muted. Now, this is really frustrating because it also applies to the audio from the streamer, and it also applies to the audio from the video. So if I'm playing Dragon Age, for example, and there's a piece of background audio in the game that is copywritten, which, you know, shouldn't happen because a lot of these companies want us to work on their videos. It's just one of those tiny hitches. It'll mute my entire stream. But it's not just going to mute my entire stream for, like, that minute 20 seconds that the copywritten audio is played. It's going to mute it for 30 minutes. And after it's been muted, I have no way of unmuting it. If I export it, it's muted. If I download it, it's muted. If I highlight it, it's still muted. And there was no system implemented for me to appeal that process now. So it was very one-sided again, and it's something that I didn't really have control over. Frustrating, right? Now, going on from that, they've implemented a couple changes, but that's one of the biggest things. And Twitch also included in the email that they know the system is not 100% accurate, so users may encounter wrongfully muted videos. But what happens, and since you can't hear your audio, what happens, you know, if it's wrongfully muted? There's no appeal process. What happens if, you know, you want to change that or go and hear what the problem was so that you can fix it? You can't hear it because it's muted and there's no way for you to hear it. Very one-sided against the content creators, in this case the streamers, and that's something that really frustrates me. So if you want to play music during your stream, they suggested that we use Creative Commons. These sites that they all recommended were not so great, not a lot of good music. Personally, I use Creative Commons stuff for videos like my Destiny montage that I released, but, you know, it's just one of those things that Twitch clearly doesn't understand very well. So these are the changes that are on Twitch, right? The basic outline of it, right? Now, you also have a couple different things as far as, like, saving videos go. Personally, I stream and I just kind of highlight unique moments, and that's really it. I don't do a lot outside of that, so I don't have a bunch of highlights to go through. But for people who do speedruns specifically, I know this is very frustrating. So now Twitch is going to delete archived broadcasts. You can no longer permanently save your broadcasts. They'll last for 14 days if you're a non-partner, non-turbo member, and 30 days if you're a partner or a turbo member. So they're asking you to pay to have your videos archived longer. Now, so, I mean, this frustrates me because I've gone back and I have Extra Life on there, and I have Operation Supply Drop, and these are charity streams that I do, and I like to have them there permanently in order to create these things and be like, hey, I did this, go look at it, right? Especially for resume purposes. And I will no longer be able to do that unless I highlight the entire stream. Now, previously, you can only highlight up to 2-hour chunks, but it's actually been changed as of today, Friday, where you will now be able to highlight chunks that are infinite long, so you can do as much as you want, which that was something that was frustrating too. The auto-deleted thing is very frustrating. I am even more frustrated by the point because the CEO came out and said that even if you highlight like 10 minutes from a video, we have to archive that entire stream. So they're archiving it anyway. I don't really see the purpose in that, but that's kind of the idea there. So not all the policy shifts were negative. They've changed a lot of stuff, and a lot of people agreed with some of it. I mean, you knew copyright was coming. But it's definitely going to be the downfall of Twitch if streamers decide to stand up to it. Because unlike YouTube, YouTube videos are there. But Twitch streams, right? People watch the streams, not the videos. So a lot of people are going to be wanting to see the streams, and if a lot of their name guys, come out and say, hey, we're going somewhere else, they're going to go somewhere else. There's a lot of people that have been feeding off of this. I personally am going to stay on Twitch and go through this because my following is on Twitch. Again, I stream for fun, and it's not really impacting me too bad. Just the Star Wars and the GTA, so I've got to mute the game audio when I'm doing that. But the fact that it can affect in-game audio is frustrating, especially because Twitch is meant for gaming, right? So the fact that they said this also affects in-game audio, well, now you're going to have all the false copyright trolls that we experience here on YouTube coming straight into Twitch and doing the same thing to the stream. So this is an interesting change. It really depends on how well Google handles it along with Twitch, and I don't think they're going to handle it too well based on what we experienced here on YouTube in the past 6 months. But hopefully they decide to take a stand. I'd love to see some Twitch users take a stand against this. I know some already are because they've had giant chunks of their video muted. I think the 30-minute mute chunk is just really frustrating, but, to each his own. So that's kind of the idea, guys. If you want to read up more on this, feel free to go check it out on gamersweekly.com. I also saw some great articles on polygon.com. And, really quick, I'd actually like to share a couple tweets with you guys coming from developers. So developers actually cannot pre-approve things. So Dan Teasdale at DeliciousBeast said on Twitter, he looked into how the Twitch change impacts us as devs. There's no way for us to pre-clear music until they file a false claim on it. That's frustrating as well. So, developers can't pre-approve their music in a video game until there's a false claim filed. So you get screwed either way, and then a developer can come help you. Frustrating, right? And then you also have Nora, who I think sums up the way I feel about this in a very good post. So Nora posted this on Polygon. According to the email they sent me, in-game music can also be flagged. So basically, if you're streaming, you must mute everything but yourself, which is stupid and defeats the whole purpose of streaming, no? I've never really understood this whole Twitch Let's Play generation, but I can definitely see that this is bullshit. It really kind of highlights my opinion there, especially because it's in-game audio on a video game streaming website. You can clearly tell that YouTube's prepping this, or Google's prepping this for a stream site that's going to encompass everything, because they've also closed down Justin TV. But anyway, guys, feel free to let me know on your feelings on this whole Twitch conspiracy, so to speak. What do you guys feel about the copyright thing? Do you stream, and has it affected you? What videos have been hit the most? I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Help me out, and feel free to share this video with others so we can get some more opinions over here on the Twitch crisis, and maybe get some other streamers or other people to stand up for it, because it's definitely something that's frustrating here in the community, and it's going to take a lot of effort on the creator's side in order to shape it into the future. So guys, thanks again. My name is Nick, otherwise known here as Avialence. Appreciate you guys watching this Friday video, and maybe by next week I'll have gotten off my lazy ass to fix my camera. Thanks guys, have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week.